All right, teams are off their feet, they're off the water, and they are on their bikes on Stage B of the Endless Mountains Adventure Race. Stage B is the first of 3 significant mountain bike stages throughout the course of the event. Each stage has a bit of a different flavor, and each stage also has embedded multi-sport sections within the stage to help break things up. On this one, the character of Stage B is mountain biking. Vermont is renowned for its mountain bike culture and an amazing system of trails throughout the state. And on Stage B, riders are going to actually link together 3 different mountain bike parks, each of which has its own flavor. So when they leave TA1, they're going to drop into downtown Rutland. For the most part, the biggest town they will pass through over the course of the event until they get to the finish line in Burlington. Pine Hill is fast, it's smooth, it's fun. There's a couple of nice vistas, a beautiful pond. This should be just a relatively fun introduction to Stage B. Roughly half the points are optional, half are mandatory. So they'll work their way through that, hopefully have a blast, and then they're gonna ultimately work their way up to the second pocket of mountain bike trails at the Sherburne Trails in Killington. Now, for those of you that like dot watching, keep your eye on the teams that go into the Sherburne Trails. This is probably going to be the most technical of the mountain bike stages it is, but it's also going to be the most challenging when it comes to navigation. So those of you that like dot watching, I think there's a good chance you're gonna see some action for the teams that go into this stage, especially in the southeastern quadrant for the first couple of checkpoints. Once they have either gone through the Sherburne Trails or bypassed it, they're gonna work their way down to the final mountain bike loop here, the Green Mountain Trails. As I said, everything's got a different flavor. This is a downhill trail system. So they're going to ride up the mountain, but then they're gonna have the opportunity to ride down. And it is fun and it's spectacular. I'm at checkpoint 22, Shrek's Cabin. Yes, Shrek. I have not seen the ogre myself, but maybe when some of the teams get up here, depending on how much sleep they've had, they might see Shrek lurking in the woods as they reach his cabin here on this beautiful open summit looking out over the Green Mountains. It's truly a highlight. Once they're out of here, they pick up some relatively flat roads for a good stretch to hit TA2 and the start of Stage C, the White River Pack Raft. Now, there's one more thing about Stage B. There is an embedded foot loop on the stage. And while at one point we had hoped to really have this be a mandatory stop for all teams, we realized this was an important place for teams to have the ability to move forward in the course. They've got plenty of other mountains and vistas. But for full course teams that are the hardiest and out for a shot at that full course glory, they will ride south after the Pine Hills loop and take on a relatively rugged little trek up around Shrewsbury Peak before biking to the Sherburne Trails in Killington and rejoining the stage. Thanks for watching the Endless Mountains, and stay tuned for our Stage C overview.